For this second video for Chapter 2 Quiz B, we're going to be looking at actually finding the measures. So anytime we have an x in a problem, we know we want to create an equation. We want to start there so that way we can solve for x. So the first thing I need to do is identify the type of angle, and it's going to be one of these five right here. So if I'm looking here, I've got 6x minus 25 and 4x plus 15. These are corresponding angles, so I'll just make a note of that. They're corresponding angles. Then based on that type, I need to think about the angle relationship. Are they going to be congruent, supplementary, or complementary? If my lines are parallel, which they are in this example, then my corresponding angles will always be congruent, which again means that they have that same measure. So based on that information, I'm going to set up my equation 6x minus 25 equals 4x plus 15. Again, the reason why I set these equal to each other, or my justification, is because they are corresponding angles, and that is based on their angle type. And then we know by definition that our corresponding angles are always congruent. So from here, I'm going to then solve for x. So just real quickly, I've got to move my 4x over. So I'm going to subtract 4x from each side, which leaves me with 2x minus 25 equals 15. Add 25 to both sides, which is then going to leave me with 2x equals 40, and then divide both sides by 2, leaving me with x equals 20 for this first problem. So again, that is what is involved from start to finish for these types of problems. Again, please do not try to set up your equation just based on looks or what you think. Start with what type of angle is it, based on the type of angle, what kind of relationship is it going to have. So corresponding angles, for example, will always be congruent. Vertical angles will always be congruent. Alternate interior angles will always be congruent. Again, that's if the lines are parallel. And then the consecutive interior are going to be supplementary, and linear pair are also going to be supplementary. So then quickly to look at this bottom example here, part B, we've got 2x plus 12 and 38. This type of angle here, there's actually not one that it matches, so we need to think about where this 38 corresponds to. So this 38 is actually going to correspond to this angle right here. And then I can see from there that 38 and 2x plus 12 are a linear pair. So, for example, if I was trying to justify that, I could say 38 degrees corresponds to a linear pair with, and then I don't have angle names, so I'll just say with 2x plus 12. So again, 38 degrees corresponds to an angle that forms a linear pair with 2x plus 12. So that tells me that my relationship is going to be supplementary, because again, a linear pair is always supplementary. So when I write my equation, it needs to reflect the definition of supplementary angles, which is adding two angles together. So there's my first angle, there's my second angle, and setting it equal to 180. Because again, a line has 180 degrees in it. So I'm going to combine my like terms. 2x plus 50 equals 180. Subtract 50 from both sides. Oops. And that leaves me with 2x equals 130. And then my final step is to divide both sides by 2. And that gives me x equals 65. And I am done with this problem because all I needed to do was solve for x.